Steel victorious on home ice here on Sunday afternoon against the Sioux City Musketeers, here with head coach Dan Muse. Really exciting game from start to finish. Big victory against the top team in the Western Conference. Your initial thoughts on the game?
I think it ended up being probably a lot like we were expecting it to be, a close game. I think it's two good teams out there. Sioux City's got a nice club, and I thought it made for pretty exciting hockey. It was back and forth. I thought you had both goalies that made some huge saves. I thought both guys were great in the net. I think both teams created some good chances. I liked how we kept coming. Even when we couldn't score, I think we really stuck with just kind of what we were doing. We didn't show frustration, and I think that shows just I think some growth that we've seen throughout the course of the year. So the way that all four lines, I think they kept coming. Their goalie played really well. He's a young kid who was playing again his first start. Hats off to him for the way he played. And I think maybe earlier in the year we would have got a little bit frustrated when the puck didn't go in the back of the net after some of the chances we created, and really liked how we stuck with it. It was a great third period. I mean, that had a late season type feel, the way that I think both teams were playing in the third period.
We've talked about it throughout the season, but that line of Lutz, Jaremko, and Dewar, 2 points for each of them in the second period. A big night for them, and just how much do you see that chemistry building as this season goes on with those three?
Yeah, I think we've seen it just about all year. I think all three guys are kind of they continue to add different things to their game. I think it's not just if you look at the three of them and how they're creating chances and how they're playing as a line. I think we've been happy with the production throughout the year, but I think if you look at them now compared to the beginning of the year, you definitely seen some growth in their games and them doing some different things, and on both sides of the puck. So. No, it's exciting to see, and I thought we had good chemistry from all four lines. I thought Jack Bedini's line defensively was fantastic tonight. I thought those guys did. Tyler Gradden, Jack Bedini, and Mark Johnstone did a great job. I thought Baker Shore's line created energy again, and I thought Lewandowski's line created some good chances. I think if you go through our lineup, a Sunday afternoon game, second game of the weekend, you're playing against a team that's had a lot of success this year. We needed everybody going, and I think that's what we got.
We talked about the goaltenders, fantastic at both ends of the rink, but also seemed like defensively everybody was contributing to really limiting the chances for Sioux City, keeping guys like Tolvanen off the score sheet. Just how much did that contribute? When you look at whether it's shot blocking or keeping the guys to the outside, you just got to be very happy with the defensive game from everybody tonight.
Yeah, I thought we had some big blocks. I thought we had some couple big blocks at the point there. Early in the game, I thought we had some good secondary blocks, some second layer blocks there later in the game. I thought overall on the weekend, I think guys are doing a better job against sticks and lanes too, and so I liked what we saw there. And some of those breakdown situations, I thought we did a good job of really collapsing to the net, and there was an urgency there, and the defensive side of the puck. There wasn't panic, but there was urgency, which it's good to see this time of year.
There was a fast pace to most of the game, but it seemed as though if you were to award in a 60-minute effort, it would more so go to Chicago today. How much was that preached today, just in terms of keeping the legs moving all the way to the final horn?
Yeah, I mean, every game it's going to be about us, and so we want to focus in on what we're doing and controlling our game. And I thought the guys did a good job there of working throughout. I thought that was a good 60 minutes of hockey. It's a good team that we just played. That's a big 2 points. That's a good weekend. We're excited about it. Now we'll move on to next week.
One more question for you real quick. 50 points on the season through 33 games. I know you don't maybe look at the standings too much this time of year, things like that, just focus game by game. But to be at 50 points now by the middle of January, you have to be very pleased with that.
Yeah, we got a lot of hockey left here, and we're just going to worry about next weekend.